It's your boy Peg Lamar, and I'm back with another reaction. Hey, and everybody do reactions, but we different, cause we gon' keep it real. Yes, sir. Man, look, we got a big elephant in the room that really got bad during this president's term. We ain't gonna point no fingers, but we all know who the cause of this foolery. It started with Obama, really. Maybe it did. But it really got off the leash with Joe Biden. You know, Trump said he was gonna build a wall. He should have built the damn wall. What he was wrong was he thought that he was gonna make them pay for it. We're gonna have to pay for it. That's just what it is. We are going to have to pay for this because we're paying for it anyway, right? I've said enough. Let's get into what the hell am I even talking about. Let's watch this.
So here we are at Eagle Pass. I'm Tony Gonzalez. I'm the local congressman here in the district. Right here under the bridge, you're seeing hundreds of people getting processed, and this is every single day.
So it's just sort of like that's the bridge, and there's like people getting processed, and then they come across on the trains over there.
Yeah.
You gotta be shitting me. Do you guys see how many people that is? And he say that's happening every day.
It's like an initial intake spot, and then they'll send them through, but it's nonstop all day long.
People just want to understand exactly what's going on, but assume that people do not know what's going on.
Well, you got to go back some time, and whenever the open border policies from the White House kind of got thrown out there, we've been overrun.
How long was that? How long ago was that?
What year was that?
2 years ago.
2 years.
We're on our third year.
We've been battling it for 2 years, and
change.
So
you're saying there's been an open border policy essentially for the past 2 years?
It was an invitation.
An invitation.
That's how I read it. That's how it was told from the White House. So they don't have a clue what's going on here, I don't think, because if they did, maybe they would care. Maybe they would. I don't know.
How does the train impact you? Because the trains have been a big story lately. There's a train just over here. This is kind of where it starts, Elon. Where you see, all these thousands of people on a train. This is where they're coming through, but it doesn't end here. It just starts here.
Yeah.
Medina County is where they're going to make it to the big cities like San Antonio.
Two major rail lines come through.
That shit is crazy. Are y'all seeing this? Oh my gosh. This is like the equivalent of robbing a small bank every single day. The same small bank. And they know that it's you. They know exactly where you're coming from, the time you're going to do it, and still they get robbed every day and nothing changes. This is crazy. This is crazy.
In my county and on those the illegals ride, they actually control the trains because they know how to crank down the brake on the car so that when it passes a heat sensor, the conductor has to stop the train, the illegals get off, the people come to get them, and all the stolen vehicles are stealing from all over the country. Nearly every one of them is in a stolen vehicle.
The fact that we are seeing all-time highs in illegal processing, and that ramp is increasing.
Yes.
So these are really important points because the public isn't. I think it's not necessarily clear to the public. Is this normal, or are we seeing an accelerating crisis?
It's not getting better. It's getting worse. Last Friday a week ago was a historic number, 11,000 people that came over. And then on Monday, that number increased. Today is Thursday, and that number increased. We're only going in the wrong direction. This is a week. What happens 2 weeks from now? It's the wrong way.
Okay. So basically, we're seeing unprecedented, all-time highs, and increasing,
and spreading. It's not in just one area. It's not just like it's just one city or one town, not even one state anymore. It's not, we're talking about New York today, but Chicago, you're hearing it there, LA, Denver. There's all these other places where it's just spreading, just continues to get bubbling up.
And just to quantify it, I think you said 2,000 a day or something, just in this location.
Just here, yeah, just here.
So that's like over 700,000 a year.
Just in this one location, yeah.
Okay, just 700,000 sort of illegal immigrants a year, just in this one location.
Just in this one location.
700,000 illegal immigrants, bro. And one illegal immigrants. I have no problem with you entering the country, following the legal process, working to gain your citizenship the right way. But to just openly let so many people into the country with no vetting, this is crazy. This is some third world country type shit. This is exactly what it feels like. And I think, hell, they should have even better border policies than we do. This is crazy.
Okay.
El Paso, right now in El Paso.
That's higher than the population of Wyoming, FYI.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and that's just one location. What is the total number from all locations roughly per
In the
year?
millions. I mean, it's
So
literally
millions,
and those are just the folks that we know have engaged. What about all the others?
That's just who was actually processed.
Yes, the gotaways are the ones that you know.
Yeah, so meaning that like the actual number is much higher.
Much higher.
Okay, that's very important for people to know.
Yeah.
That the actual number is much higher. Is the official number something like 2 million or something? Or where is it?
It varies, and it depends on who you ask. But
Okay.
I've seen it as high as 2.6 million, and that number just every year for the past 3 years has almost doubled. You know, it was like 1.1.
It's
and
doubling
then it's just
year after year.
doubling year after year. It's compounding year after year because it's not just one part of the world either. It's all parts of the world that are coming. In El Paso.
Yeah, I think that's actually an important point to make because sometimes people think, well, people is coming from Mexico, but this is not the case.
Not the case at all.
The reality is that this is an open border for all of Earth.
All of Earth.
And just so there's roughly 350 million people in the U.S., but there's 8 billion people on Earth.
Yes.
This is an open border to 8 billion people.
Yes. What type of nationalities are coming through your county?
We're seeing anywhere from Honduras, El Salvador, I believe Ecuador and stuff like that. Even some
It's
Cubans
pretty much every
as
country,
well.
right?
Pretty much every country.
Yeah.
It's very rare that we see anybody just from Mexico. So,
It's actually rare to see anyone from Mexico.
And then I'm 68.
Ain't that shit crazy? The people who they want us to believe is trying to enter the country illegally isn't even trying to enter our damn country. It's the people that we're not even worried about that's entering it illegally. The main issue is the fact that we're not doing anything to address this as a country. What are we doing? What's happening? I don't know. How are we dropping the ball so bad as a nation that we haven't addressed this issue?
From the border. I'm 80 miles south of here from
Okay.
Eagle Pass.
How big is your workforce? How big is the sheriff's office?
My patrol staff's only 16 strong,
16 total.
Okay.
So how many do you have on call at one time?
maybe 2 at the most.
Two law enforcement officers to tackle. I mean, some of these counties that I represent, they're the size of states, and
Sure.
they've got 2 or 3 people trying to tackle it all. This is where the local community just feel completely overwhelmed because Border Patrol agents used to be the front line, and now they're here. They're under the bridge. They're processing folks, so they're completely out of the game. So these law enforcement, the local law enforcement officers, are carrying all the weight.
Sort of roughly 2.5 million processed illegals, and then it's maybe as much as twice double that or something. I don't know. So
Gotaways. Yeah.
Call it like 4-ish million, maybe 5 million total processed and unprocessed. How many of the 4 or 5 million legal immigrants are sent back to their countries every year?
I'll give you an example. Here in Del Rio sector is one of 9 sectors. Okay, we're getting about 2,500 people coming over illegally a day, and we are repatriating or sending 0 back.
City of 28,000 people.
This guy said that they're sending 0 people back. 0. That means everyone's coming over. This is blowing my freaking mind, bro. This is crazy. That's why when I saw the issue was good, they were sending them to Democratic states and Westers. I was like, what the hell are they doing? But you see this, and it makes you like, okay, I would probably do some shit like that too. You want to open the borders up to this bullshit? Then goddamn it, how about you deal with it, right? And that's a fair stance to have. When you so far, up north, you so far on the West Coast or East Coast, whatever, but you're not having to deal with this crisis, and you said open the border, let everyone in, and yet your towns are not being ravaged or savaged or, what I'm saying, or being degraded by illegal immigrants. I mean, you really shouldn't have a fucking say. Just being honest. I mean, you're looking at it from the outside in. Come and live amongst that community, like you said in the beginning. Come and live amongst that community and see the real impact that it's having. Then you'll be able to actually gauge the impact that this is having, not only on that economy, but the people that live inside of that community, right? And that's why the people north of Richmond are so disconnected, is the fact that they don't live amongst the people that they govern. Simple as that. You may live in the state. You may even live somewhere in the area, but you don't live amongst the people. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Come on, man. Come on.
We've had over 19,000 people in the last about 10 days come in, so we don't have the resources.
It's like, wait, more people are coming in by far, than it's exceeding the population of the town on a regular basis.
Absolutely.
This is across the board. I don't care if you're a D or an R, if you vote, don't vote,
Yeah.
urban America, rural America, everybody's impacted the same way. When the crisis hits your town, it's like a hurricane. When a hurricane hits you, everybody gets washed out.
Sure.
And it's no different. So I think there's an opportunity here. If we can message it in a manner of, this is about solutions. Hey, I get the finger pointing. It's easy to say why we got here. It's like, how do we just get out of here? And I think there are some real tangible solutions.
I think that sums it up very great. That's a very intelligent young man. He deserves to be in office. Just from this standpoint, don't kill me because I didn't sit up there and I didn't, do my research into who he is as a person, how many ex-wives he got, and how much of a nigga lover he is. I don't really care, right? Just judge from that. Anyway, you really have to place the blame on this current administration. That things have gotten really this bad to allow it to be to where this is something that this nation is allowing. Period. To where we are allowing undocumented immigrants into this country, right? At an unencompassing rate, right? So something I can't even comprehend. I never would have guessed in a million years that there are over 1 million people, let alone 2 million people, that are entering this country illegally, right? And that we're letting them do it. Like we're literally saying, hey, here, come on. I'll leave the door open for you. Take what you want. That's literally what it's like. That's literally what Joe Biden did, right? He literally bought a house in the nicest part of town. Because United States, hey, we the shit, baby. We nice. America, land of dreams. Freedom, you be anything you want to be. He bought the house, nicest house on the block. But he always invites people on, all sorts of strangers, people he never met. They drive on the grass. They park. They always making loud noises. They always taking other people's shit. They stealing the stuff from out your neighbor's yard. It's just an issue. This person has created nothing but issues since they moved in, and that's really what I take from this. That since Joe Biden has moved there, since this administration has began, it's created nothing but more issues. I don't see that anything's been resolved during this current administration, if I'm being completely honest. I understand that we had the pandemic, and God knows that will throw any president, term for a loop. But at the same time, like, come on, man. This is a shit show. Alright, with all that being said, guys, let me know. Like, Damien, you're going a little bit too hard on Joe. Uncle Joe. Give Joe. Uncle Joe. Great pump on Joe. Give him a little room. He old. He move a little slower. I ain't said it'll take 4 years to get one thing passed. You know what I'm saying? But all that being said, like, Damien, you're a little bit too harsh on Joe. These are the real reasons that this thing is happening. Or, like, there are things that are in place to combat this, but this is why that this area is experiencing this type of impact. Or, Damien, you know what? You hit it right on the head, man. Like, he's the issue, My question is, he addressed, that there are solutions to it. What would be a solution for you? I'm with Trump again. Let's build a fucking wall. But then I had a comedian. I think it was, I forget his name though, but he from like 85 South Shore. I wanted out. Man, I think it's Carlos. Yeah, Carlos. Carlos was like, hey, you want us to ride for you? When they build a wall? Well, shit, what y'all gonna do? He said, go around it. Shit, one thing about it, if they really want to make it happen, one thing the people in Mexico, don't do just for trafficking and stuff, they'll build that motherfucker under. So, shit, at least that'll prevent a lot of this from happening. And that number I can expect to be greatly reduced, rather, than to have stuff like this continuously happening. But man, let me know you guys' insight. What do you guys think on this? Do you guys see illegal immigration as a problem for our country, or do you feel like that's a small thing on a much wider scale that we should not focus on? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Stay tuned in for future content. You can do that by subscribing to the channel. Thank you guys so much. And once again, try to take this over as many videos as possible. But me expressing my opinions are just that. Me expressing my opinions. I don't mean to harm, offend, or hurt anyone. But at the end of the day, these are my opinions. And I really don't give a fuck how you feel. Because at the end of the day, this is about creating dialogue and having an understanding of one another. If we can do that, then we are able to move forward, not only as a country, but as a nation.